Welcome to the Essential 99 Punctuation Rules for Court Reporters, video number 43, the hyphen part 3. I'm Ken Wick. Let's get started. This video covers the hyphen and ebook rules 90 and 91, which are general principles of compound words, determining a compound adjective, and determining a compound adjective. So general principles of compound words is the basic rule is to check a Merriam-Webster dictionary to determine if a compound, if the word is compound, meaning noun, adjective, or verb, is open, hyphenated, or closed. So a compound word can be open, meaning there's a space between the words, hyphenated, meaning there's a hyphen between the two words, or it's closed, meaning there's no space. If the word is not in the dictionary, consult similar entries. And if in the best practice should maybe be in quotes, if you cannot make a determination, is to write a compound noun, verb, or adjective as hyphenated. So let's just look at some examples. Oh, maybe I should say the LMEG and the GRM and the CMOS. I covered this in a different video, but they follow the Merriam-Webster's collegiate dictionary. The BGGP just says consult the standard dictionary, so I'm commenting on this when I say check a Merriam-Webster dictionary. So these three references use the collegiate dictionary, and the BGGP just says check a standard dictionary. In fact, I'm pretty sure where it says something like if the word is frequent throughout the transcript, you should actually check multiple dictionaries. And the best practice is based on the LMEG and the GRM. There's no information about a best practice in the BGGP. So some compound noun examples. Compound nouns are usually hyphenated or solid. So remember, if we don't know, if you can't determine it from a dictionary or similar entries, do hyphenated. But compound nouns are usually hyphenated or solid. We are working on a run-through of the new computer system. So here's a hyphenated example of a compound noun. My brother-in-law is a know-it-all. So both of these are compound noun and they're hyphenated. I currently work as a stockbroker. Here's a compound noun that's a solid. And that's the school teacher's job. So school teacher is a compound noun, which is solid. So compound verbs. Compound verbs are also usually hyphenated or solid. So remember, the default is if you can't find the dictionary or a similar entry is to hyphenate it. The thief strong-armed my purse from me. So here's a compound verb, which is hyphenated. Did you test drive the car before buying it? So once again, we have a verb, compound verb, and it's hyphenated. I downloaded the latest software update. Here's a compound verb, which is solid. And she proofread the first draft of the book. So once again, we have a compound verb, which is solid. So compound adjectives. Compound adjectives are usually hyphenated. And just to make you at ease about using a hyphen between compound adjectives, the CMOS, that's the Chicago Manual Style, states it is never incorrect to hyphenate adjectival compounds before a noun. Just to put you at ease. I work in the high-rise building on Main Street, and I've highlighted these to show here's the noun, and then here's what I call the signal word, the article. I know everything between an article and a noun has to be an adjective. We'll use this in later when we look at words, but I know this is an adjective, high rise. So here's a hyphenated adjective or compound adjective. She invented a time-saving gadget. Once again, noun. Once I see the article, I know anything between the article and the noun is an adjective. Time-saving is a compound adjective. We'll get to this in the next rule. And this is a adjective. I love attending high school dances. So here's an actual example of an open form compound adjective. And all my retirement savings are in the money market account. Once again, I know I have a noun, I have a signal word. I call the signal word of an article, therefore I know everything between the article and the noun has to be an adjective. Money market is a compound adjective which is open if you look it up in the dictionary. But if you are in doubt, it isn't there. The CMOS is saying it's never wrong to hyphenate these. So technically you could hyphenate these according to CMOS, but if you look these up in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, these are open. So rule number 91, determine a compound adjective. If the words before a noun work as a unit, so together, to express a single thought or idea, then the words form a compound adjective. So I'm getting some examples. So the key is work as a unit, meaning they work together. So we're going to do let's look at some examples and try to determine this. Brad Pitt is a well-known actor. So is well-known hyphenated, open, solid? Is it a... Oh, actually, we're just now determining if it's a compound adjective. So once again, actor is a noun. I have a signal word of a. The article, so I know anything that comes between these two, so I know well-known has to be, these are adjectives. Or is it a compound adjective? So is it that or that? Do they work separately? Because remember, they have to work as a unit. So the question is, do they modify them separately? You could have two adjectives, before a noun, and then you go back to one of the previous rules and see if it's a coordinating adjective or a cumulative adjective. But they work separately. No for well, so I'm going to break these apart and see if they each modify actor. Can you say well actor? No, doesn't work separately. But can you say known actor? Is he, is Brad Pitt a well actor? No. Is Brad Pitt a known actor? Yes. So if they work separately, or they should modify, can they modify the noun, independently? And well is no, or no for well, and yes for no. So the answer to this is, can they work separately? And the general answer is no. Once we know this, we can actually stop right here and say we know that it has to, then they have to be working together. So, but I can ask that, do they work together? Yes, well-known expresses a single thought or an idea. So the conclusion is it's a compound adjective. The default punctuation would be hyphenated for Rule 90, and in the dictionary it is hyphenated. So some more examples. I live on the 8th floor of a 10-story building. Is it 10-story or 10-story? Remember, we have the signal word a before the noun building. So we'll go through it. Does 10 and story, can these work separately to modify building? Can you say, is it a 10 building? No. Is it a story building? No. Does 10-story work together? Yes, 10-story expresses a single idea. Therefore, it's a compound adjective. And the default punctuation is hyphenated. If you look it up in the dictionary, it's hyphenated. So I think this is the last example. So is it the reports on the effects of secondhand smoke? So secondhand smoke is secondhand separated. Is it hyphenated? Is it solid? Sorry that I put a clue here. I shouldn't have done that. Do they work separately? Secondhand smoke. Can you say hand smoke? No. Is it second smoke? No. So they do not work separately to modify smoke. Do they work together? Second hand? Yes, second hand expresses a single idea or thought. Therefore, the conclusion is second hand is a compound adjective. And per the default punctuation, it would be hyphenated. But if you look up in the dictionary, it's solid. So hopefully you grasp the idea of this, is that if you go back to the original thing, is that a compound adjective, the words work together as a unit to modify the noun. And that's why I was looking at them. If they work as a unit, that means they're working together. So that's why, if you're wondering why am I looking at the words separately, it's because I want to see, do they? The question is, do they modify the noun separately? And that's why I was separating each part in front of the noun to see if it made sense. That's why I was doing that. So they have to work as a unit, so I look at them separately, so I will look at them together to come up with a conclusion. Here I can answer no, here I can answer yes, therefore I know it's a compound adjective. That's it for this video. Please subscribe. If you like the video, please hit like, and please buy the ebook. Thank you.